Kmet, condovoice.com. Thanks for being with us today. We're here today with Mike. Mike, say the name of your business.
Pico's Pressure Cleaning.
Pico's Pressure Cleaning. We're here at a property in Dunedin, Florida, and Mike and his guys are going to take care of pressure cleaning this place. We got a 12-unit industrial condominium complex. We got some concrete driveways, concrete parking lot, a lot of concrete sidewalks. We got some big oak trees. We got some different conditions. We got some algae. We got some junk on the sidewalks. We got mildew. What do we got, Mike?
We got everything.
We got everything here. All right, we're back. Mike's got a doohickey here, and he's going to explain to us just what it does. It's a tool that they use as a scrubber to help with the pressure cleaning. Mike, what do you call this thing?
Surface brush.
Surface brush.
Or a surface cleaner.
So it looks like we got an attachment back here.
Right?
Right?
The hose comes right here.
Attach the hose back here.
You squeeze the trigger, and then it shoots out here on the bottom.
Yeah.
Has two brushes.
Yeah.
They spin it opposite of each other. They're pointed, and they spin. This thing can hold up to 4,700 psi. 4,700? 4,700.
So what you do, you stand like this and you turn it on, right?
Just push it.
And so I've seen these before from a distance. So it hovers, right?
Kind of
Hovers. The pressure kind of just.
Yeah.
So it doesn't really scrape the ground.
There's no wheels.
Right.
No, the brush is still kind of brushes around a little bit.
Okay.
And then some spots you gotta push harder.
Yeah.
I mean, you can push quicker. Some spots you push slower.
Yeah.
Depends on the mold and the mildew, how heavy it is.
So a regular wand spray that people typically think of as pressure cleaning, that's one thing where you just got direct pressure
The wand we
in
use,
a closed area, right?
The wand has different sizes of angles.
Right.
Right now we're using a 25 degree. This is a 40 degree. This is what we usually use for detailing cars.
Okay.
Low pressure.
All right. That's what we're looking at. 3D. 3D. Look at that. Here's where the wand connects, and there's the tip nozzle. All right. Yep.
And then we're using the green tip, which is a 25 degree right now, and we're using the gun to do the edges along where the surface cleaner can get to.
Okay, so
where
this
it's
is for
left like to the corners,
bigger areas,
around the posts,
right?
You know, just wherever we cannot get to. Then we use the gun and we touch up those corners that the surface cleaner did.
Okay, will this work on concrete and wood and other surfaces?
Yes, this is not recommended for wood though.
Not wood. What would it do to a wood deck?
Because this spins and makes circles.
All right.
So when you start on a wood, the first spot where you started is going to be cleaner than any other spot. Okay. So the gun is the best for the wood.
But this is okay for the concrete. It's not going to leave any streaks or anything.
No streaks, no lines, no anything. We're using hot water and chlorine. Ain't going to leave nothing.
All right. Sounds good. What does the chemical do? Does the chemical stay on the concrete for a while?
No, the chemical helps the mold bubble up on glue from the concrete in the pores where the pressure washer can't get into. So when I come and hit it with the pressure washer, it just comes out like glue.
Okay, so what you do is you apply the like a diluted solution.
Diluted solution makes it turn kind of orange like copper. That's when it starts eating it away or like boiling it up. Yeah. And then as it dries off, I just spray it off.
All right, great. All right, so we're going to demonstrate a few areas for you. So stay tuned. We'll be right back. All right, Mike. We got a particularly nasty sidewalk here. Looks like
heavy mildew.
What do we got?
Heavy mold, heavy mildew. It's just disaster.
So give me a real brief. What are we going to do here, just bit by bit?
Well, right now I'm going to do a quick spray down. I'm going to spray the whole heavy, what you see right here, the mildew. Right. I'm going to spray it down all the way up around. And then by the time I start up my pressure washing machine and everything, and I start up there and come back down, everything's going to come off like a piece of cake.
All right, because we're using hot water, and that hot water is
chlorine.
A big deal on hot water.
Yes.
There, Mike, how hot is that? 220 degrees coming out of there. It's a big difference from the pressure. Man, that's hot. It's really hot. Hey everybody, we're back. We got a real nasty mold situation here. Mike, scrape your finger on that mold. Let's see how bad it is. Show the people at home. How about that, huh? That's some nasty looking
heavy
stuff.
mold. After the tree, there was a tree there, and heavy, mildew is from the shading around. So now we're gonna get this wand here.
We got a green tip on here. You hook it up to the hose.
Green tip. This is what I was telling you about earlier. This is a 25-degree tip. Sprays out about that much. So the more the pointy, the better, the more pressure we even get.
Okay, so we use the round scrubber thingy on the top, and this is for detail work. We use the wand, you call it, on all the detail or hard to reach surfaces that doesn't get, right?
Yes, the corners, edges, sides, wherever the surface.
All right, hey everybody, we're back. I'm here with Austin, and we're talking about the pressure cleaner. A couple of interesting facts about pressure cleaning on a commercial property, let's say a condominium parking lot, clubhouse parking lot, that kind of a thing, pool deck area. You want to do it when there's not a lot of pedestrian or vehicular traffic, okay? Because we're talking about right now this hose. This is a hose which is used to connect the wand and the scrubber with. And how many PSI is this hose under pressure, Austin?
It's under pressure 1,000, but it goes up to 4,000. It's connected to a 3,000 PSI machine.
So the water pump on this thing is 3,000 PSI rated.
Yes.
That's a lot of pressure. That is equivalent to something, a mini explosion, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so if a car goes over this hose, and let's just say the hose is past its expected useful life, and it, you're using it, or any pressure cleaner will be using it, and it pops. That can happen, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you want to keep people from walking on it, cars from riding over it. Well, obviously you want to have the proper insurance, liability insurance, in case something like does happen, which you guys have, right?
Yes, sir.
Sorry, which, and also your equipment. Just because you get a good price from a pressure cleaning company, you have to check out the references. Like you said, you've got to maintain your equipment because you don't want to come onto a property and let's say you're going to close down the pool and you're going to spray the pool deck. Okay, if you close that pool deck and a machine goes down and you said, hey, we're going to close the pool from 8 to 12, and you know that there's people going to show up at 1 o'clock to use the pool, you want to be a reliable contractor to keep that window tight, don't you?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay. Is that one of the things you guys take pride on?
Time is just keeping the customers happy is pride, just how it has to be.
Yeah. And everything takes a little longer than you always figure, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, Mike, give me a cost estimate. All things being equal, and I guess they are, right? A pool deck, a concrete driveway, I mean, pretty much anything you're going to pressure clean is how much a square foot?
8 cents a square foot.
Doesn't
matter what it is.
Okay.
8 cents a square foot.
So that's a turnkey job, 8 cents a square foot.
Porch, patio, parking lot, curbs, house, anything that can be by square footage, it's 8 cents a square foot.
All right, great. There's your price for your budget. Okay, Mike, listen, we're all done. We've gotten rid of the algae, the mold, the dirt. Everything looks great. What do you do now? Just before you leave, what do you do?
We're gonna put chlorine all over the sidewalks and the curbs where we pressure wash to prevent mold and mildew coming back.
Okay, and how do you do that? You got
We're
like
gonna
a squeegee
dilute
thing?
it in the 5-gallon buckets,
Yeah.
and then we have a 35-inch squeegees that we're gonna spread it out with.
Okay, now once again, this doesn't hurt the landscaping or anything else,
Does
right?
not hurt landscaping,
not
does
strong
not
enough to-
bushes, grass, anything.
Okay,
It
great.
won't harm anything.
All right, so that's our preventative maintenance just before you leave. That's what you do. And
Yes,
I
sir.
noticed
All
too, even walking this property before you came and did the work, I was checking out some areas. If it's a little wet from the morning dew or from sprinklers leaving on it, I could see where it was real slippery in the algae
absolutely.
areas. So
Absolutely.
that's really the test. You really want to walk the property, and if you see any areas that are pretty slippery, that's your sign, right?
Yep,
That's your sign.
that's your son.
To call Mike and the boys to come on out and do the pressure cleaning. All right.
Big
Okay.
or small, we do it all.
All right, I want to thank Mike and the guys for coming out today, and I want to thank you for tuning in to condovoice.com, and we'll see you soon.
Thank you.